And the Ghoul Garden event has dropped yesterday, and I hope you are enjoying this particular event because I am enjoying this new update. So, this is again Gamer Sirsha, and this is another Grow Garden video. So, I am sorry if I was MIA for a week. I just got quite lazy doing the videos and editing them by myself, so I was not able to update you guys during the chipmunk event, but here I am again for the Ghoul Garden event. So for today, of course, just like any other event update video that I do, I will be telling you what you can expect for this update and how you can go ahead and ensure that you get the maximum rewards for this update. So, first thing that you would want to do would be, of course, to ensure that you have quite a number of plants in your garden. So there's actually two components to this update. But first, before I explain the components, let's go ahead and just fill our bag with fruits. So good thing that for the previous update, we do need quite a number of fruits. There's no designation as to what type of fruit you would need, but I already have tomatoes, coconuts, strawberries, and blueberries, and apples, mangoes in my garden. So I am using these for the first component of the event. So I already have my max backpack, and here you see your witch. You would need to give this to her to have a contribution, and as you can see, once it is filled, you will get some rewards for filling her cauldron. And for the rewards, if you are just one of the contributors, you get a couple of candy corns, and then you can get either a spooky egg or a pumpkin crate. However, if you are the top contributor, of course you will get more candy corns out of it, and you will get two spooky egg, or two pumpkin crates. You can actually get, I think, up to 3 rewards sometimes, because I did see some instances where I was able to get like 2 sprout eggs and a pumpkin crate, or the other way around, getting a pumpkin crate and 1 spooky egg. So while the countdowns for the shops and also the jack-o'-lantern are basically going down, what you would want to do would be to ensure that you farm the witch's cauldron so that you can get as much candy corns as you can get, because the candy corns is actually the new currency that you would need to have when you buy from the shops. So I'll just go ahead and fill out my bag again. So there you go, I'm on max backpack. And then also, when you harvest your fruits, you may want to ensure that you save up on the fruits, or you favorite the fruits that have Halloween mutations, like ghostly, bloodlit, and vamp, because for these you can actually give this to the jack-o'-lantern that will be appearing, and you will get some rewards. So since he is already on here, I'll go ahead and show you what rewards you can get. I believe it depends on the level of fruit that you will give to him, and he will give you some candy corns, or sometimes it's a trick and he doesn't give you anything. So here I have a blueberry with a vamp mutation. Let's give it to him. Submit held item. Okay. And he gave me 2 candy corn. If you actually go ahead and ask him, who are you? So hear ye, let your heads have fun. I'm the one, the ancient jack-o'-lantern. Bring forth your Halloween treasure, receive more than you share. But be warned, my friend, give too much, then beware. And there is actually an achievement that would be required of you. So we have a new mini achievement for the Halloween event, and one of that is here at the bottom: beware the consequences of the jack-o'-lantern. And I think that actually you get that, or you are able to complete that when it is a trick, when he doesn't give you anything. So he gave me 5 candy corn for the coconut. Let's just go ahead, and I would want to show you how it actually looks like. There you go. When you see that particular pumpkin lantern, you will be able to complete that requirement. So let me just give my fruits right here, just so that I have a contribution and get some corn candy. And then let's go ahead and explore our shop. So for the spooky seeds, you have your blood red mushroom for 15 candies each, jack-o'-lantern, ghoul root, chicken feed, sear vine, and poison apple. The poison apple is for 140 candy corn. And then for the creepy critters, which are your pets, for the pets that you can buy a pumpkin rat. The passive ability is pumpkin carver. Occasionally converts a pumpkin in your garden into a random jack-o'-lantern. Cosmetic, collect all 5 variants, and I actually have already collected those 5 variants. I'll show you that later in my garden. And then you have the wolf howl, occasionally howls, mutating some nearby fruits into moonlit and turns you into a werewolf for a short duration, granting bonus movement speed and jump height. So it can turn you into a werewolf, and it also gives your plants a mutation. Ghost bear, the passive is called boo, occasionally scares fruit and applies the spooky mutation. And then the most expensive, which is also a divine pet, will be the reaper. And it says in here, reap what you sow, occasionally sacrifices random 4 fruits in your garden to apply a medium passive boost or medium XP boost to a random pet in your garden. So with this one, I actually was able to get 1 already. And I think that's just the maximum that I will get, because I am not really into the passives, increasing the passive or the boost or the XP of my pets. We do have other better pets that you can use for that. And then of course you will get here your spooky egg. Let's go ahead and check on the odds. So 45% for the bat, 28% for the bone dog, 18% for the spider, 8.5% for the black cat, and then 0.5% for the headless horseman. And actually I already have the other 4 pets, so the only one that I'm missing is the headless horseman. So let me buy the eggs right here, and then let me buy the blood red mushroom. Actually, what I advise you to do would be to ensure that whenever you farm for the candy corn, you have at least 280 before the shops appear. And then when you buy, you go to the seed shop first and then check if the poison apple is available before spending. And then if the poison apple is not available, go into your creepy critters shop, try to check if the Reaper is available before you buy anything else, because both of them actually cost 140 candy corns each. And if you go ahead and buy from the top and then you find that the Divine Pet and Divine Seed are available and you don't have any candy corns left, then you would need to wait 44 minutes before the shops actually spawn back. And also, let's go ahead and check on the abilities of the pets that you will find in the spooky egg. So first, for the bat, it grants spooky plants in 32 studs a 0.7 times variant chance bonus. So variant meaning it can give you silver, gold, or up to rainbow. I am not really sure, but that may be a good characteristic or a passive. And I already got one bat, and I think that would be enough for me. And then we have here the bone dog. Every 76 seconds, there's a 15% chance to dig up a random seed. Can dig up a seed exclusive to the bone dog. So that might be the Halloween seeds that we have, which is exclusive to the bone dog. So I would most likely save up just one again of the bone dogs that I will get from the egg. Next up would be the spider. So for the spider, every 8 minutes weaves an 18 stud web. Pets on the web advance cooldown an extra 1 second every second, and plants grow an additional 15 seconds every second. So this would be advancing the age of your pets and also the growth speed of your plant. So I might just have one of that. And then next up will be the black cat, which is actually quite cute. She has her own hat right there. And then the passive occasionally goes to a witch's cauldron cosmetic and naps near it for a duration. New fruit within the radius will have bonus size. So this is a combination pet, just like the wisp and also the chef gorilla, wherein you would need to have the witch's cauldron cosmetic in your garden for its passive to be effective. And then the last will be the headless horseman, which is our prismatic pet in the spooky egg. Every 40 minutes haunts a random level 50 pet without a mutation, resetting it to level 1 and bestowing one of the 4 chaotic mutations, either Dreadbound, Soul Flame, or Spectral, with a rare 2.04% chance for Nightmare. So it's like a pet equivalent of the golden acorn, although the age requirement will be the same as the mutation machine. So the plant would need to be at least 50 age with no mutations, and there are only specific mutations that it will give, namely again the Dreadbound, Soul Flame, Spectral, with a rare chance of Nightmare. And then let's go ahead and check the cosmetic shop. We have the pumpkin crate. Let's check the odds. 32% fog machine, 25% ghost chair, 20% pumpkin lantern, 15% pumpkin scarecrow, 5% witch's cauldron, 2.5% pallet grave, and then 0.5% headless horseman statue. So this is where you get the witch's cauldron. So I would highly suggest for you to get a couple of the pumpkin crate for you to get the witch's cauldron for the cat. And then here you have ghost lantern, tombstone, casket, and skull chain. And just like what I said, I will show you the jack-o'-lanterns that I got from the rat. So here's one of them, the other style. Ashley got all 5 of it already. So here's one, and there is 5. Okay, there you go. So what do you think about this new update? Is it a good update? Did you enjoy the admin abuse? Is there anything else in the update that you would like to share, you would like to know about? And also, there are other new things that have been added. So let's go to the seed shop. So here you have your regular seed shop, and then you have your daily deals. And actually, I went ahead and checked if this is like the unlocked tier 2 shop, but it's not, because my alt account hasn't unlocked the tier 2 shop before, but it also already has access to the daily deals. So this one, I'm not really sure if this resets every 24 hours. But yeah, I think it's just once a day it resets. And then also, going here, if you talk to the cosmetic merchant, so aside from the cosmetics, you will now have your fences tab, wherein you can get other new fences aside from the ones that you will get in the Ascension shop. I have already bought them, so you can't see them here. Let me go ahead and show them to you. There you go. So I believe the ones that I was able to get there was this dark lantern fence, the flower fence, the bamboo fence, the vine fence, the fairy light fence, the ancient oak fence, and the light fence. Let's just go ahead and check on the guide. Achievements, player. Yeah, so I think most of those I got from the fence merchant. And then also, the type of seeds that you can craft right here has already been changed. We still have the mandrake, but all else has been changed. And here you can get your Evo apple. However, this is actually where the tip that I told you about during the seed evolution update, for you to get at least one level 4 seed, Evo seed, for each type: the beetroot, the blueberry, the pumpkin, and the mushroom, because you would need the fruits out of those seeds for you to get the Evo apple, aside from, of course, having a sugar apple seed. And then from there you can progress, but you would need to have multiples of the Evo fruits, because you would need that to progress to the next levels, if you would want to have multiples of the Evo apple. There is also, just like what I said, a new mini achievement for the Halloween event. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we would need to do for us to be able to complete it. So right now, as far as you can see, the fall event achievements are still active. So if you haven't been able to complete that, please go ahead and do so before they mark it as expired. So it says in here, Halloween event part 1 achievements. So does that mean we will have Halloween event part 2? Most likely, because they put a part 1 achievements. Let's go ahead and get into it. And for this, the first 3 achievements will be to harvest ghostly mutated plants. Harvest 10, 25, and 50. And the next up will be plant 10 pumpkins, which is one of the OG seeds that you can get via the seed shop. I believe this would be because of the rat in the pets, because it can convert your pumpkins into jack-o'-lantern cosmetics. And then for the Halloween seeds, you have plant 15 blood red mushroom, plant 10 jack-o'-lanterns, plant 7 ghoul roots, plant 5 chicken feed, plant 3 sear vine, plant 2 poison apple, plant 1 great pumpkin. And actually, that great pumpkin is a new transcendent seed. You can get that at a shop at a limited time. Just go down here. You will find it at the bottom of the Crimson Thorn. I actually went ahead and used some Robux for this because I would need it for the event, and actually it says in here it has an ability as well. The plant ability every 5 minutes mutates a plant with ghostly mutation, and as of now that is the only way that I know for you to be able to get ghostly mutation in your plants. So let's go back, and then for the spooky eggs, just like what I said, you would need to get a couple of the spooky eggs either by contributing to the witch's brew, putting plants in the cauldron, or buying it at the Halloween event shops. So here you have hatch 5 spooky eggs, hatch 15 spooky eggs, and hatch 30 spooky eggs. And then for the pets, again, the requirement is just to obtain. So if you have friends who already have these pets, you can ask them to gift it to you so that you basically tick off the obtain requirement and then just give it back to them. However, it's quite easy actually, because I was able to get all of the pets in the spooky egg aside from the headless horseman. So the only one that I'm waiting for on here is the wolf, which I can obtain via the Halloween creepy critters shop. So for this, obtain a bat, bone dog, spider, black cat, pumpkin rat. Okay, so they ordered it in a way that the pets that you would need spooky eggs for are bundled. So bat, bone dog, spider, and the black cat. And then the next ones you can obtain via this shop, which will be the pumpkin rat, ghost bear, the wolf, and the reaper. And then this one, you can easily obtain the candy corn via your contribution to the witch's brew. So earn 10 candy, 25 candy, and 100 candy. And then just like what I said earlier in this video, the thing that you would need to have for the jack-o'-lantern, the ancient jack-o'-lantern, will be beware the consequences of the jack-o'-lantern. So this would happen if you give him an item and it's a trick, like he doesn't give you anything back. And yeah, I believe that is it. And just tell me, what you would want to see more in the channel. And before I forget, here are my latest subscribers. If you would want to be part of this shout out, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. There is also a running giveaway right now, and I will put the link of the giveaway short in the description below. Go ahead and go to that short, hit like and subscribe, and also leave a comment, engage with us. Tell us how you find this update, any other tips that I may have missed, to let you know about during this update. So again, this is Gamer Sersha. This is another Grow a Garden video, and peace out.